I am Cesar Martinez, and I come from the gvSIG Association, and I'm going to introduce a proposal for a special data infrastructure that could be built for the International Union for the Conservation of Nature. And in this presentation, I will cover four different topics. One is introducing briefly what is the gvSIG Association. Then I will introduce the geoportal that was already built for the Mesoamerican office of the IUCN. And then we will talk about gvSIG Online, which is the software that we use for building this geoportal. And finally, we will outline this proposal for a special data infrastructure for the IUCN. Regarding the gvSIG Association, it is an association.
Cesar, I can't see the presentation.
No, you cannot see the. Oh, sorry, 1 second.
But we can.
They can, Álvaro. Yeah, you still can see it.
No. Comparte pantalla. No estás compartiendo.
Okay.
Ahora.
Yes.
Okay. Because Álvaro told me that there was some problem with the presentation that was not showing in the screen. I hope now it's okay. So I was saying that the association was born in the context of the gvSIG desktop project around 2010 to promote free and open source geospatial solutions. It's an association that is composed by companies, which are the associates of the association, and then there are other kinds of organizations, such as universities, which are honorary members. And it formed the biggest international network of first-person free geomatics. And we have references and clients on more than 20 countries. And we are especially experienced on building spatial data infrastructure for public and private organizations, and in also GIS solutions in general. We offer or we use the model of offering free and open source solutions, meaning that they have no license costs, and we choose this model because we want to ensure that our client does not depend from a particular provider. We also offer specialized training, providing gvSIG Association certificates, and we organize online and face-to-face courses. And we also track the last trends and emerging standards on the geospatial world. So we try to offer to the client professional results, a guarantee, and to keep his technological sovereignty. We have worked for very different kinds of organizations, from regional to international, public and private companies, public bodies, NGOs. The same for training. We have trained very different organizations. And then now I'm going to this geoportal that we built together with the regional office for Mesoamerica, and it was implemented for a particular project, which was rural landscape restoration, but it was designed in a way that could correctly scale to the whole needs of the organization. And the goals we identified and in which we focus, it was to be able to organize all the geographic information sources, to avoid duplication of informations or undocumented versions or any divergences on versions or of the information. And we use standardized protocols to ensure the interoperability of the system, and we implemented simple and intuitive tools that can effectively query the geographic information. And as we said, we try to do it in a way that can scale for the whole organization. The geoportal is based on gvSIG Online, specifically on version 1. Now we have also version 2 available. I will show videos later of both versions. And it allows for easy publication of new information. It makes very quick also to create new map viewers, which customize information on them. And it allows also to share very easily the information. For instance, to decide which layers or which map viewers will be available for some specific user groups, or if we want to make them totally public, we also have this option. Then there is also a metadata catalog which allows to search the information with different criteria that we will see, and any layer that is published on the platform, it's automatically registered on the catalog. That's important because then we ensure we can search for it later. And let me tell something else about metadata. Why is metadata so important? We will do some small exercise. Think about these questions in the context of your organization. Do you know which geographic information is available on your organization? Could you describe the information to someone else? Can they figure out if your data is useful for them with this description that you gave to them? Do you know if a particular data set is suitable for a specific task or project? And very important also, will you still be able to answer these questions in 20 years when maybe you or the person that created information has retired? All these questions can be better answered if you have metadata. So metadata clearly increases the value of the data that the organization is producing. And well, I'm going to show now a video of the Formac geoportal. I think I will need to share again the screen every time I change the window, I think. So if you at some point you don't see the videos, please interrupt me because it's important that you can see them. So this is the entry point of the ORMAC geoportal. You can choose the language. Currently it's available on Spanish or also in English. And from here, well, you can log in with a user, but we are going to show only the public things. So you can access here the public viewers, the different map viewers that are available, and also the metadata catalog. We are going to the list of map viewers. In this case, one map viewer has been created for each restoration area. So there is one restoration map viewer for Yucatan, another for Guatemala, another for Salvador. As the platform makes very easy to create different map viewers, they have chosen to do it in this way. So we are going to load the map viewer for the area of El Salvador. And we see here on the left all the information that is available on this viewer. We are going to show now some land cover information. You can see here different classes like forests or annual crops or permanent crops, urban areas, water bodies. So all the information, all the classes. Now we are going to show, for instance, some criteria for adaptation to draw periods, to dry periods to draw, from very low adaptation to very high adaptation, and then we have also opportunity areas for restoration, also with some criteria. Well, in this case, some categories, category 1, 2, 3. I'm not going to go into details because I think you know better than me this, as I am only expert on the geospatial part. And now I'm going to show the catalog, the metadata catalog. Here you can see the last published data set in this entry page, and you can also search here in this box. I'm going to search for degradation, and we find 3 data sets in this case. On the left we have search criteria. We only have a few criteria here, but if you fill more fields on the metadata, you will get more criteria to filter. In this case, we can filter, for instance, by format, like raster format, GeoTIFF, or vector format save file. You can click also on metadata record and see the details of this record. And now I will come back to the presentation. Sorry. Okay. So I'm going to talk a bit about gvSIG Online, which is the solution that we use for building the ORMAC geoportal. gvSIG Online is a platform for the implementation of spatial data infrastructures. It's a fast and powerful solution for setting up the infrastructure required for organizations to manage their spatial data, and makes it easy to share information, to create maps, because it has very powerful but at the same time intuitive management tools to upload information, to style it. I will show some videos also regarding this. gvSIG Online is an open source product using Affero AGPL license. So it's an inexpensive solution, and it has no restriction regarding, for instance, the number of users that can be connected to the platform. The only limitation is the hardware in which you run the platform, the capacity of this hardware, and it can be implemented very fast on an organization, and it can be customized for specific needs that the client might have, because it's open source and because we are the authors of it. We can do tailored solutions, and we are implementing it in 2 different ways. We have an on-premise option, which means installing it on the server of the client. Or another option is software as a service, meaning that the gvSIG association is providing the hosting and the maintenance of the service. And I think it's better if I show you some more videos to see the functionality. And share again. Okay, so this is the main entry page for gvSIG Online. This is version 2 interface. It's very similar to the one we saw previously, but it changed a bit. We reorganized a bit the management dashboard, and if we sign with a user, and we will go to the public to one of the available viewers. In this case, we are seeing some layers regarding administrative boundaries, populations, On the left, we have this layer list, in which we can do some common action on layers like reordering or playing with transparency or show the attribute table. In this attribute table, we can filter, we can type some text, and we will see only the record that match this text. We can select a record and zoom into it, and then we also we can define for a viewer and also for a layer if it will be public or visible for only a subset of users, and if we can also decide if one layer can be editable for a group of users. In this case, we will have this edit button on the left, and we have started edition for the and we have the on the right side this editing tools for creating new point lines or modifying the attribute table, and we have the information tool to see some records. On the left, we see the attributes of the recording which we have clicked, and then we can see also legend. Let me advance a bit in the video. We can also use this search box on the top. This search box can be configured in different ways. You can search for addresses, but you could configure it to search cadastral parcels or natural parks or very different things. And we also have one option to print or report of the map we have prepared. This generates a PDF, and I think I'm done with this video. And now let me show another video. We are showing now the management dashboard on the left. We have different options here to manage to create new users to access to be able to access to the platform, to create groups of users, to define the permissions. We can publish layers, create groups of layers, workspaces to organize, to bring together different types of thematic layers. Now we are creating a new layer group, which we call it roads, and we are going to publish a new layer, a new information. We pick it from the database. We can also upload some files from our computer. But in this case, we will show this later for raster, but in this case, we are going to choose one of the layers available on the database. It's obviously a roads layer. We can define the permissions of the layer. It will be public or visible only for some groups of users. Then we go to the layer styles. We can define directly the style of a layer. That's what we are showing in this dialog. But we can also go to a symbol library. That we have a symbol library to define one symbol and reuse it in different layers later. So we create this road symbol. We want to be red, for instance, and maybe a bit thicker, and so we save it, and now we can go again to the roads layer to change its styles and apply this symbol from the symbol library that we define. So we go here to import, and you see we apply this this road symbol. So now we have configured, I mean, we have published it and we have symbolized it, and now we are going to create one map viewer. We call it example. We write some description. We define the geographic extent, the groups that will be able to access, and the layer groups that will be included on the viewer. And we maybe I'm going a bit, or the video is going a bit fast. I'm going a bit back. So yeah, we assign these layer groups. In this case, the roads layer group that we created. And then if we go to the start area, we see the project, the list of projects, the one that was available previously and the one that we have just created, which is called example. So we are loading it. And here on the left, we see the roads layer group that we created, and with the roads layer, and we just can visualize it. So we have seen now in 2 minutes how to create a map viewer and publish some vector layer on it.
Cesar,
and
you have 2 minutes.
2 minutes?
2 minutes, okay.
So maybe I'm going to show one last video very quickly. Not this one then. I'm going to show you some 3D capabilities. We have a 3D viewer also integrated. It's started with this 3D button on the right, and then we can use some of the tools available on the 2D view. For instance, access an attribute table to a layer that we have loaded. In this case, it's a natural park layer. So we search for a specific one specific national park of Sierra Nevada, and we zoom to it. And as we are in the 3D, well, we play a bit with the transparency. As we are in the 3D view, we can incline the view, and we see the park layers on the top of the mountains, and we can play a bit with exaggeration. And now I'm going to finish with some more slides. Let me share again the screen. Okay, so you have seen what gvSIG Online can offer. So the vision, the idea, the proposal will be to build a special data infrastructure for the IUCN based on this platform. And this will support data management and sharing for IUCN. It will be based on regional geonodes, such as the ORMAC GeoPortal one. This will be one of the geonodes. This node will use gvSIG Online, and they will be federated to conform a connected infrastructure. This will allow to search any geographic information existing on the IUCN that is obviously published on the platform. And in this way, each regional office will be able to manage and share its own information, publishing new information, creating new map viewers, deciding exactly which information is public or visible for a specific working group. And this will be how it will look with different regional nodes, and then a global node that will provide the search, the global search for information. And let me finish with some conclusions. We think that gvSIG Online could be used as the basis to build this infrastructure, and it will make very easy to publish and share information. It will provide some tools for searching existing data, and it will improve documentation on IUCN data. And I think I'm done. If you have any questions.
Thank you, Cesar. Because we have a video conference, so I'm going to open only for this presentation the question. If you have any question, please, you can do it.
Just a quick question. This is Josh Neck. I work in the Washington, D.C. office. Thanks for the presentation. I'm wondering, in addition to serving as a storehouse for GIS information, can you make, I don't know if you said it or not, but can you make maps using the visualizer? Can you hear me?
Cesar, do you listen?
Not properly.
Okay.
Sorry, yeah, my question is, thank you for your presentation. In addition to serving as a storehouse for spatial information and metadata, can you also use the visualization tool to make maps that you can print out relatively easy? I think that for most staff, I imagine in different offices that are not GIS experts, that would be a very useful capability to have. I don't know if you can download those layers and whatnot into ArcGIS, for example, and do that, or if you can do it directly from the platform.
Well, if I have understood correctly, you are asking several things. If people can access the layers without having expertise or publishing the layers.
He's talking about printing for not a specialized user, if they can be able to print or to handle information.
Yeah, there is in the platform there is a print button in the viewer, and this creates a PDF. You can configure the template, and basically it shows what is being displayed on the browser. So I think this can fit. And you also said something about accessing the information from ArcGIS, or?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, you can access using WMS protocol, because we are using this open standards that can be accessed also from ArcGIS. And also, if you want to download the information, the catalog can be also configured to download information on shapefile format. But in general, it's a good idea to use the online information, because when you download it, if you start to be not up to date with the online version.
Yes, that's precisely one of the reasons that we built the SDI, because our expert, the land use expert, is always busy building maps. And also the people, I need that information. Do you have? Yes, I have. I need to send it. And when I got to Oscar and said, did you finish the Index run? He said, no, because I have to prepare several maps. So this way you are able to prepare those maps and also to share the information. No one has to call anyone. You have access. Then you see the metadata. You see who produced that information, and you can use it if you are part of the people that have the rights to use it, okay? Because as Cesar said, we can determine or define levels of security. So for those information that is not public, we can have it, but we can share it, okay? Any other question? Okay, thank you, Cesar.
Thank you very much,
Presentation.
Thank you very much, and thank you very much to the audience.